Namaste everyone from Bodhi Surf Yoga. Today we have a practice be like water. What does that mean? Be like water means a flowy practice. Water, to maintain their vital energy, needs to flow, needs to move, and needs to adapt to different circumstances and changes. And that's what we're doing in the practice today. So we're going to flow a little bit more than usual. We're going to move according to the rhythm of the breath. Be really respectful of the breath. And we hope you enjoy this practice. Practice with the principle of ahimsa, non-violence. Be kind to your body. Release the tensions as instead of struggling into the poses. And try to combine the breath with movement to be right here, right now. So we're going to start this practice in Samastitihi, standing position. Get the hands together. Right in front of the heart. Ground the feet down to the floor as you pull your head up. Bring the tailbone down. Feel the legs strong. Open up the front of the body. And focus the attention on the breath. Breathing deeply, inhaling. Exhale. Imagine that your breath are waves crossing through the whole body, starting from your face all the way up to the tip of the lower belly. And exhale, the wave is coming out. Watch your in-breath. Watch your out-breath. Notice how good it feels to be right here, right now. Just focusing the attention on the breath. Make sure that through the practice you respect the rhythm of the breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And right here, we're going to begin the practice. We're going to release the hands down and open up the eyes. Separate your feet hip distance apart, bend the knees. Ground the hands into your thighs and try to keep the spine straight. And we're going to move the spine a little bit. So inhale, you're going to bring the belly in, tuck the chin in, curve the spine. And as you exhale, move the different direction. Shoulder blades together, open your chest. Inhaling up. Exhale, lift up the chest, curve the spine. One more time. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, curve the spine. Come back with the back straight and then release the knees and extend the legs. And now we're going to extend the side of the body. Inhale, join the hands together, interlock the fingers. Exhale, move to the right side, extend the left side of the body. Inhale, raise the arms up, open the front of the body. Exhale, fold to the left side. Coming up again, taking a deep inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, fold to the right side, lengthening the left. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, second side. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Come back to Samastitihi, mountain pose. Now we're going to come all the way down into Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, try to keep the back straight. And then slowly flow all the way down. Bend the knees a little bit if you feel tightness on the back of the legs. Ground the fingertips down to the floor. Press with the fingers into the floor. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Look up. Exhale, press the fingertips, bend the elbows, and come on a forward bend. Try to keep the back straight. Repeat. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Look up. Exhale, bend the elbows back as straight as possible. Come down. Bend the knees a little if you feel problems on the back of the legs. One more time. Press the fingertips. Extend the spine. Look up. Exhale. Come all the way back down into this modified Uttanasana. Hold it there and work on lengthening the spine. Also try to have your heels in line with the hips. Spread the sit bones apart and take the tailbone all the way up. Breathe deeply. And then inhale again, lengthening the spine. And from here, step with the right foot back. Bring it as far as you can all the way back, and then rest the knee down to the floor. We're coming into lunge, and we're going to work the left foot to the side a little bit. Right hand down to the floor, left hand on the outside of the front knee. Keep creating some resistance, hugging the knee in with the left hand and twisting with the torso. Dropping the right hip back down. So we're going to flow in here. So inhale, we lift up the hip. And exhale, we drop the hip down. Dropping the right hip down, turning the torso. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, dropping the hip back down and twisting. Inhale, lift again. Take the hands down on the floor and walk the foot in. Inhale, take the arms up, coming to low lunge. Exhale, swing the arms back. Keep the torso strong. Repeat 2 more times. Inhale, flow the arms up. Exhale, hands back. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take the left hand to the outer side of the right thigh and lift the right arm up, opening the chest, extending the front of the body and relaxing the tailbone, the pelvic floor down. Now take both arms up, inhaling, and as you exhale, hands down to the floor, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then let's step into downward facing dog. Slowly, take your time. Bend both of your knees if you feel tightness on the back or in the legs. Otherwise, extend those legs. Extend the spine. Let's do the second side. So now we're stepping with the right foot forward. We're dropping the back knee down to the floor. We're bringing the right hand on the outside of the right knee, and we're pressing the hand in as we pull the knee out to create some resistance, and we're dropping the left hip down. We'll elongate the spine. Now again, take your hip up, hip down. Release that hip and twist a little bit. In breath, out breath. Repeat it 1 more time and come up and come down. Use the exhale. Take 1 last breath, and as we exhale, we're gonna come up into lunge, walk the feet into the center, drop the hips down, and lift the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, swing the hands back. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Lift up that chest. Exhale, flow the arms back. Connect the shoulder blades back. Inhale, raising the arms, opening the chest. Exhale, shoulder blades connected. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take the right hand to the outer edge of the left thigh and keep lifting that left arm up. Take a moment here to enter deeper into the pose. And then arm goes back up, inhaling. As we exhale, we're going to ground the hands down to the floor, lift the back knee, and step back into down dog. Let's stretch the back of the legs. So inhale, bend the knees and bring the chest to the thighs. Exhale, extend the legs. Repeat 2 more times. Bend your knees. Stick the tailbone up, chest into the thighs. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, knees to the chest. Press the hands down to the floor. Exhale, extend. And hold it there. Let's come into plank position. Use your knees into the floor if you need to. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Roll the toes. Step back into your downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to take the right foot into between the hands and we're going to drop the back heel down onto the floor. Swing the arms up, coming to Virabhadrasana 2. And we're going to do a dynamic movement. Inhale, extend the front leg. Exhale, bend the front knee. Again, inhale, leg extended, keep it strong. Exhale, bend the knee again. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bend. Hold it here, bring the elbow on your thigh and extend the opposite arm forward. Keep pressing the outer edge of the back foot as you reach forward with the fingertips. Inhale, come back into E02. Exhale, reverse warrior. And then take the hands back down to the floor. Step back into your down dog. And let's do the second side. So on your next inhale, bring the left foot right between your hands. Drop the back heel, come on up. Keep pressing the outer edge of that back foot. Extend the front knee and bend. Again, inhale, extend, bend. Try to go deeper this time. One more time. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Bring the elbow on the thigh and extend the opposite arm all the way forward. And then on the next inhale, we're going to come back up and we're going to do reverse warrior. So go ahead, inhale, come back up, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, hands flat on the floor, step back into down dog. Now inhale, you're going to put the right foot in between your hands, come on up into Virabhadrasana 2. As you exhale, you're going to guide the right hand towards the front of the thigh and extend the opposite arm forward. Again, we're doing a good extension of the side of the body. Inhale, come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Take the hands down to the floor and step back into downward facing dog. We're going to move to the second side. Step with the left foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, left hand to the opposite thigh and extend the right arm forward. Breathe here for a moment. And then on your next inhale, you're going to come back up. Reverse the warrior, and as you exhale, hands down, step back into down dog. Remember your breath. Now inhale, come up to plank, option to do vinyasa, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now inhale, you're going to float into plank and you're going to bring the left foot right between your hand and the back foot. Press the outer edge of the back foot. Take the hand on the hip or take your hand up and to the front. Now you can move the hips down, hand back. Inhale, up. Repeat 2 more times. Hand down, look back, Inhale, swing that right arm all the way above the head. Repeat one more. Inhale up, lift up those strong hips. Hold it there if you want to, or come to full side plank. And we're gonna hold this posture for a few breaths. Keep lifting the hip up. Keep extending the opposite arm all the way above the head. Keep pressing the edge of the back foot. And then as we exhale, we move back to plank and into downward facing dog. And we're going to move into the second side. So first we flow into plank pose as we inhale. Let's flow into plank pose as we inhale. Bring the right foot right between the hand and the back foot. Come to the edge of the back foot. Hand can go on the hip or take the arm up and bring it all the way forward. And now move the hips. Inhale up, exhale, hand back, lower the hip. Repeat. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale. Lifting the hip as high as you can. Exhale back. Inhale up. Hold it there. You can hold it with your feet where you have it, or you can go into full plank pose. Try to connect the shoulder blades together so you gain some strength in your upper back. Lift the hips. Keep the legs strong. Both feet touching each other. And then take again your hand down to the floor and step back into the down dog. Good job. Rest there for a moment. An option to come back and do a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog. Lift up the chest. Exhale, down dog. And we're going to start moving down onto the floor. So let's begin by extending the legs forward. We're going to do a few cycles of Paschimottanasana. So come with the arms forward, maybe touching your legs, maybe grabbing the big toes or the edges of your feet. Try to lengthen the spine, inhaling. And as you exhale, release the torso down. We're going to do a few times that. Inhale, lengthening the spine from the tailbone to the top of the head. Exhale, rest. Inhale, lengthening that torso. Exhale, rest. Inhale, length. Exhale, rest. And maybe we hold it here for a moment. Breathe deeply. Relax the head when you're ready. Now inhale again, lift the spine, coming up. We're going to bend the left knee, and if possible, we're going to bring the heel down to the inner groin. Start twisting the torso a little. Maybe with the left hand, grab the outer edge of the front foot. And then bring the right hand across. Maybe grab the hands behind or just the edges of your feet, or even use a strap. And hold it there in Janu Sirsasana. Keep lengthening the spine again. Keep that right leg straight and strong. And if it doesn't put any tension on the knee, bend the left knee in creating a 90-degree angle. From here, we're going to extend the spine, and with the right hand, we're going to grab the inner edge of that right foot. We're going to swing that left hand all the way to the inner groin. Or, if you have lotus pose, you can put that heel on top of the hip and do binding. Don't force the knee. Remember the principle of non-violence. So stay where you are and respect your limits. This posture should only be practiced if it feels comfortable. Hold it there and be with the breath. Inhaling. Exhale. We're moving down. We're releasing the pose. And we're switching to the second side. So if it's possible, you're going to bend the right knee, 90-degree angle. Turn the torso a little bit, grabbing the outer edge of the front foot, and then finally coming to the forward bend. Lengthening the spine, maybe interlock the fingers on the back of the foot. Do whatever variation works for you. And hold it there for a moment. And allow the breath to help you go deeper into this pose. Now from here, again, lengthening the spine, second side. With the left hand, you're going to grab the inner edge of that front foot, and you're going to swing the right hand to the inner groin. If you have lotus pose, you can bring the heel on top of the hip and see if you can bind your hand behind. Only if this feels comfortable. Roll the chest up and grab with the left hand on the left foot into a very mild and comfortable twist, and connect with your breath. Come back to center. Release the pose. Slowly take your time. Always avoid putting pressure on the knees. Now we're going to come into modified Purusbottanasana. Bring the hands back. This time you can open up the fingers to the sides. Roll the shoulders in. Press with the feet down to the floor and inhale, lift the hips up, drop the head. Exhale, tailbone back down. Repeat. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. And now we're going to need the blocks. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do modified Sirsasana. So sit on the blocks with the heels in line with the sit bones and hold it here for a moment to prepare the legs. Maybe I like in this case to press my thighs and move the skin away from the hips, creating a space on my hips. You can do that without putting pressure on the knees. And then come up into your knees. Fold the mat if you need to. We're going to flow a few times. You're going to bring the hands into the heels. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, come down to the Sirsasana. Switch sides. Inhale, lift the hips, chest up, right arm back. Exhale, flow back, sit bone down. Repeat. Inhale, left arm comes up and back bending on your spine. Exhale, left hand to the hip, heel. Inhale, the opposite arm comes up. Exhale, release. Release back into the Sirsasana, and now we're going to move into full Ustrasana. You're going to need the 2 blocks. Put the 2 blocks right in line with your feet, with your heels. Curl the back toes under. There are several variations here. If you're not ready for Ustrasana, you're just going to place the hands on the lower back and place the tailbone and lower back down. And just lift up the chest, and that would be enough. If you want to move further into the pose, start pulling the hips forward as you open up the chest, lengthening the spine first. Drop the head down and come into a back bend. And bring the hands into the blocks. This could be the first variation. If you know your Ustrasana, you feel comfortable, you can bring the hands on the heels and even release the toes so the feet is down onto the floor. But do whatever variation works for you. And make sure you're connecting with the breath. As you get out of the pose, first bring the hands into the lower back and release the posture. Move the blocks away, and we're going to come into Balasana, child pose. Drop the chest, head down, and bring the arms back. Maybe holding your feet all the way in the back. Just relaxing there. Taking a moment to go contra posture to break from the intensity of camel pose. Let's come back up and let's release the pose and lay down on the mat. So come to the center of the mat and slowly drop the torso down. And we're about to finish this practice. We're just gonna do a little bit of leg work. You're gonna take your legs all the way up. Extend the legs, point your toes maybe. Now, inhale up and exhale, take the right leg down. Keep the left leg up. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, left leg comes down. Try to keep those legs straight and strong. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, right leg down. Again, lift up the leg. Left leg down. Keep that belly strong. Inhale up. And hold it there. Exhale, right leg comes down onto the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, left leg down. Coming up. And if you want to, open up the legs to the side, doing a very comfortable split. Go as far as you can feel comfortable and hold it there. Inhale, the legs go back up. Hold it there for a moment. Exhale, open the legs again. Inhale, the legs go back up. Exhale, bend the knees, hug your legs. Bring those knees to the chest and press them gently using the strength of your arms. And then we're going to cross the legs and grab the edges of both of the feet and press the feet down. As if we were doing Sukhasana, sitting position. We're going to do that, but pressing the outer edge of the feet down into the legs. Do the opposite side and do the same. Press the feet down. Do a nice good press of them so you can release the lower back. And then finally release the legs down. And let's enter Shavasana. Separate the legs so the skin is not touching. Shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes. And for the next 10 minutes, enjoy the fruits and the benefits of this practice. Thank you everyone who joined us today. Namaste.